and welcome back. So, Turn of the Tide Season 3, Episode 1 recap and review. Darker, bolder, and more chaotic. Turn of the Tide is back, and Season 3 wastes absolutely no time, throwing viewers straight into chaos. Episode 1 opens with Eduardo finally getting out of prison after 3 long years. He reunites with Sylvia, Rafael, and young Nuno. But this isn't a happy reunion. There's tension in the air, especially between Eduardo and Sylvia. And right from the start, it's clear Eduardo hasn't changed. If anything, prison has made him more dangerous. As Raphael narrates, prison doesn't just punish a man, it hardens him. And Eduardo is not ready to let go of the past. In fact, he's already planning a revenge, building a full investigation board targeting Brazilian drug dealers. Meanwhile, life has moved on for everyone else. Sylvia and Raphael are trying to live a normal life, running a small tour business with their boat. Raphael even coaches a local kids team but struggles hit when one talented player cannot afford to move forward. At home, things aren't smooth either. Sylvia is frustrated as responsibilities pile up and support falls short. Carlos, on the other hand, is stuck performing on a Brazil boat cruise ship, forced to entertain wealthy guests. He wants out but isn't allowed to leave so easily. And then there's Detective Frias, still desperately searching for her missing daughter Mariana. With only a chilling voicemail as a clue, she continues her investigation even though she's suspended and operating outside the law. Her obsession adds a darker emotional layer to the episode. Back in the main storyline, Rafael begins to feel overwhelmed with his responsibility. That's when Eduardo pulls him back into the thrill of investigation, and just like that, the two form a team they call the Night Vigilantes. What starts as curiosity quickly turns into something bigger. They discover a suspicious priest who keeps transporting a silver suitcase through the harbor without security check. When they finally get a look inside, they find a gold monstrance, but things take a wild turn when they realize the religious item is fake and the body of Christ inside is actually cocaine. Yes, the priest is smuggling drugs. This leads to a risky plan. The night vigilante decides to pull off a heist, sell the drugs, and use the money to track down the bigger players. Sylvia joins them, but only on one condition: the money must also help people in need. But things don't stay smooth for long. Sylvia's personal life takes another hit when her mother falls victim to a scam, pushing her to suggest selling their boat. And in one of the most unexpected moments, Raphael chooses that exact time to propose, only to be rejected. Everything begins to spiral. Despite the chaos, the night vigilantes push forward. They confront the harbor security director, uncovering links to a larger operation tied to past events. The director is eventually arrested, but the bigger mystery is far from over. And just when things seem to settle, the episode ends with a shocking twist. Eduardo, struggling with PTSD and trying to rebuild his life, is suddenly knocked out by an unknown attacker. Cut to black. Episode 1 makes things very clear. Season 3 is going darker, the tone is heavier, the stakes are higher, and character feel more broken than ever. The episode smartly avoids long exposition and instead tells its story through action, keeping things fast paced and engaging. There's a perfect mix of crime, emotion, and unpredictability, a heist, a twist, and a looming thread all packed into one episode. At the same time, the show continues to explore deeper themes: freedom, responsibility, and the idea that no matter how hard you try, you can't always escape your past. In the end, this is a strong, gripping start to the season, messy, intense, and full of tension, just the way Turn of Tide works best. Thank you for watching. Bye.